Cheese.
All right, and welcome back to That's Some Cheese, part of the Vendetta Sports Podcast Network. Today is Monday, May 24th, 2021. And today, making his second appearance on the show, we have our guy, Adam Krieger. I actually just recently remembered this, that the first time Adam was on the show, there was no video version. So it's only right to have him back. And plus, he actually claimed the spot on the show today because when I put it in the general chat, he was the first one to say he could do it. So, Adam, what's going on? How are you?
I'm fired up to be here. You gave me a Monday.
Oh, it's gonna be.
You gave me a Monday at 9 a.m. I made sure I got up. I got my coffee from a non-distinct brand that no one knows specifically.
Yes.
Put it in a cup so no one even knows. I'm ready to go. Producer Alex has me fired up. Trey has me ready to run through a wall. Let's do it. It's Happy Monday, everyone.
Oh, I love how everyone is embracing the no free ads thing. It's just warming my heart.
I've been that way for a minute. Yeah, fuck that. Especially that place. They don't do anything for anyone.
Yeah. So I have a couple housekeeping notes before we get to like the main topic here. Based on my limited success, and we'll get there later, I have to just make a couple announcements here. Congratulations to producer Alex. He's gonna start be I'm not necessarily like a full-time employee, but he's on the payroll starting next month. So producer Alex, congrats to you.
Thank you. Means a lot.
A couple other people being added. Video person Sophie Sargent.
Shout out Soph the GOAT.
Sophie Sargent, congrats to you. Got a couple other people. Andrew McGinnis, congratulations. You're being added to the payroll. You're being named the lead NHL analyst at Vendetta. Amanda Almer, she's also being added to payroll for anytime she makes a graphic. So got to do another name, actually. Kane Lander. Congrats to Kane Lander.
Shout out Kane.
Kane Lander. He landed a couple big deals. Good for Kane Lander. Am I forgetting anybody?
Emma Brown.
Emma Brown. That's right. Emma Brown also being added to payroll. Congrats to Emma Brown. Social media person.
I think she hates me. I'm not sure why, though.
Just has an axe to grind with the world.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like there's a bunch of people here that hate me. I don't know why.
You think so?
Yeah, I do.
I'm one of those people, so
I know. It's all good. Christian at least doesn't. Christian liked what I said on my show about your little incident from a few weeks ago.
There's been many. Okay.
What's the incident? Oh, there's been a lot of incidents.
Oh, well, I'm only, I guess, cool enough to know about the one that was the YouTube one. But
cool enough. You're
cool
plenty
enough.
cool.
Wow.
Based on my limited success, we've added 5 people to payroll. So limited success for a startup company that has no financial backing. I'd say that's doing okay.
Limited success, my fucking asshole. I'll say it so you don't have to.
So do we want to dive into like the buzz around town? Because it was producer Alex. I don't even know if you watched it, but it was the most, for some reason, the article had like doubled the views that the video had.
Some reason, because you knew you had 54 people ready to click that shit right away.
I think I know what you're talking about. Is this the Survivor?
Yes, but like
I watched the video yesterday. It was funny.
What did you think of it, producer Alex? I'll let you start before I go.
I mean, the graphic was really cool. I liked how it actually.
Ariel's a stud.
Yeah,
Ariel's so good.
If it didn't like come up on the screen, like it kind of like faded in and like pushed like this towards the screen, and then like came back out. That was cool.
Well, that was Kriegs Korner editing.
Yeah, like that was cool too. Good job there. And then, everybody that was there was good. I think maybe next time do it like the gallery view, so then we see everyone. I know you wanted.
There were
to do
so
this
many
review.
people though.
I know, but it would have been cool to see everyone's reactions. Like if you said, Adam Ramirez, you're out, get out my town, and then
the only reason,
I would have voted for Max. Oh.
I kind of agree with producer Alex on that though, and that would have been great for when Jackson actually held up the sign. It did actually work out on the Zoom recording, so that it worked out when he put it up. It recorded to him, so we kind of got lucky there.
I just felt like there was too many people, so the squares were going to be too small.
It would have been so small. You're probably right. We'll have to.
It was good though. It was fun. The article was funny too.
Good idea.
Yeah. So let's dive into that real quick here, because it is like I just feel like I need to say things when it comes to this. It is so easy to get me off your back. like people think like I'm power hungry or something. Like I am. Maybe you guys disagree. I feel like I'm beyond reasonable. Like it is so easy to please me. We have a guy here that's literally getting college credits to post fucking TikTok videos to the account.
Yo,
And
was he right? Did that get 100K?
More than that, actually.
It was 128,000
Holy
plays.
shit.
And
Video on Durant.
over 10,000 likes.
Good for him.
13,000.
Yeah. His main responsibility is to post TikTok videos to the account.
And he's doing it obviously. He's doing it obviously right.
How long does that how long do you think that takes him?
Not that long.
35 seconds?
I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt because those things 100K
Okay.
views and
Maybe
likes.
thinking a little bit, putting the right hashtags, whatever.
I'll give him.
We'll give him
a half hour.
Right. But
I'm being
anyway,
nice. I'm being
besides
nice.
I mean,
But I don't
regardless,
care. Like
right.
that's the thing. Like I don't care that he's doing his job. I don't care.
True.
That's just an example like how easy it is to get me off your back. It's so easy. Like Kriegs Korner, I trust Kriegs Korner. One of his main responsibilities now is to check the timesheets, and I'm going to give him a little something to do it. So easy.
New batch today too. Whoa.
Yeah. Before I even begin Kriegs Korner, do you have any thoughts on the Survivor? Because it's actually kind of partially your idea. So
Yeah,
I'll let you begin.
I was waiting for that part to come up. That little sprinkle. What, Alex?
I was just like, I want to hear exactly how this came up from your idea here. I want to see.
So
your
Trey had the idea about voting people off. He was going to do it. I asked him what his plan to do it was, whether it was going to be in a channel, random, general, or just like have people DM him, and he was going to do a post about it. I was like, fuck it, you should record it. But before I said fuck it, record it, I said, I know this is really fucked up of me, and I don't think you should do this, Trey. However, you should do it over Zoom and record it. And he was like, I'm doing it. And then I felt a little guilty, so I was like, fuck it, let me edit it in case like something went really bad. But it actually was not even close to what I thought it was going to be. So
I don't think the video was malicious in any way.
Not at all.
It was fucking hilarious.
Yeah, we had a bunch of like genuinely great moments when Chad thought Max was Kane. That was nice. That was a nice little like hardcore laugh.
Funny. I can see the resemblance. I can see how he got it mixed up. I'll give him the benefit
especially
of the doubt.
especially from Chad's perspective when he thought that kid Max was already fired, and he's like,
Right.
It's like, yeah, how often does he pop in on stuff like that? So it was funny. But yeah, I thought the video went well overall. Good group of people. I'm ready to make sure that I'm like, see, I'm super fucked up because I like next time this happens, I want to vote because but I don't want it to happen again. So
No, like to me, the craziest thing is I don't understand how the one-man team of Trey can outpost 40 people. That should never happen. I don't care what day of the week it is. I don't care how many people take off that day. It should never happen.
Well, hopefully we'll see if the message is clear, I guess, starting today.
And I want to ask you this because I don't think this is, and I actually want to dive through this fucking guy's email because for the most part, he's irrelevant. When we do the history of Vendetta, will be a more relevant footnote than this fucking guy. So he's going to get his 10 minutes of fame, and then we'll probably never mention him again because for the most part, he's irrelevant.
But should
But
bleep out that other name.
well, it's true though. We could bleep out the name, but it's true. It's 100% true.
I hate that guy.
But anyway, how often, Adam, do you update me on what you're doing?
I would say probably too much. At least once a day, you'll get a message from me, probably in the morning or in the mid-afternoon, like whether I'm working, what my plan is for the day, and just kind of what I see going on in the world. But I'd say probably every day for me. So I don't know.
Which is great. You probably should do that. But like, if someone wants to update me like every week, every 2 weeks, I feel like that's fair. I have not heard from this guy personally since January, late December. Is that fucking okay?
It's before I started.
Why don't we go back to the unlimited vacation thing? Because I think that's insane. It's awesome. And
that's true.
That all goes to communication. So touch on that.
Anybody that gets a contract here, which will definitely be in the future, like, producer Alex is going to be added to payroll, but I don't have like an official fucking contract for the guy. But when we have an office and we have all that shit, if Alex wants to go to Europe for 3 weeks, I don't care. He's going to be able to.
3 weeks. It's a long vacation, Alex.
I don't care. Like, that is me. Like, as long as you show when you're here to work and you put your balls in and you're ready to work, I'll let you do whatever you want. If Kriegs Korner, if he gets a job here, and I hope he does, I hope we can afford him, and I hope he doesn't leave us because I think he cares.
I care.
Yeah, we only think you care.
I know you do, but I'm just saying, Kriegs Korner gets a job here, and he says, "Hey Trey, I want to go to a Mets game every day of the week. I want to take off." Go right ahead, buddy. You got it. Like, that's just how I operate. As long as people talk to me and tell me what they want to do, I really am not a hard ass.
So is now a good time to tell you when I'm going away? Should we put it so you can mark it off on your calendar?
Tell the world, Krieger. Tell the world when you're not going to be home, right? I mean, come on.
I don't. Never mind. God damn it, Alex. You have to make it go like that way. I'm just going to Disney. Like, I'm just going to have fun.
That's fine with me. It's fine with me.
I'll probably still be getting shit done at night.
And that's the craziest thing about this Survivor thing. Anybody that's in contact with me during a reasonable amount of time, they weren't able to be voted off. Cam Moose is a perfect example. He said, "Hey, Trey, I just graduated and I'm celebrating." Celebrate all you want, buddy. I don't care. He told me what he's doing. You're fine in my book. Like, the audacity on this fucking guy to think that it is acceptable to be like, "Nah, don't need to talk to him since January." It's like almost June. What the fuck are you doing?
God, it's almost June.
It is.
God, it's crazy. Congrats to Cam on graduating. Also, producer Alex graduated.
Yeah, he's a graduating guy.
Thank you.
Whoa.
No, I'm serious.
So
I want to dive
jealous.
into this guy's email because it was maybe the most delusional email I've ever gotten in my life. Maybe the most delusional email I've ever gotten in my life. I was pretty clear on the one-on-one in January. January. Keep in mind, I had end-of-the-year reviews for every single person that works here. End-of-the-year reviews for every single person that works here. This is the same guy that messaged me when I asked him when he could do the end-of-the-year review and said he didn't think it was necessary for him to do the end-of-the-year review because he didn't do enough content. So that same guy who used January as an excuse for the reason why he met with me is the same guy that during that time didn't want to meet with me because he didn't think it was necessary.
That's crazy.
The most insane, delusional human being of all time. I want to continue through this because one of the things that pissed me off the most about this fucking guy is he said in the fantasy football chat, maybe it was a week or two ago.
Oh, this makes your skin crawl. I know where you're going.
Oh. And I know how long these things fucking take. He creates a fantasy football cheat sheet and sells it to his friends. You have to literally go in and be like, James Robinson, I think he's going to have, 732 yards, 6 touchdowns, 165 carries, 25 receptions, 125 receiving yards. And you have to go through and do that for every single fucking player on the depth chart. Do you know how long that takes?
No. Way too long for me to even sit down and do it.
I've done it already. A couple, 5 years ago. I've done it already. You got to work on that thing for like 6 hours a day, and it takes weeks to do. The idea that guy has time to do that, but doesn't have time to post and doesn't have time to update me on what he's doing, and then doesn't have the audacity to be like, hey, let's turn this into content.
Yeah, it sounds like such an easy thing to turn into content. Like, all right, like you just said, James Robinson, like run through his stats. Okay, I think James Robinson will be good in 2021. James Robinson 2021, good fantasy headline story.
You don't have to do that. You could literally post your projections on the fucking site.
Yeah, major
Copy and paste and be done.
Major L.
Insane. But now, hey, I'm the unreasonable one. And then in this guy's email, he's like, I would have used it to pay some of the people here. It's a fucking lie.
It's horse shit.
It's a fucking lie. You don't even have the thing on the site. And he said
the other thing.
And he said he's been doing this for years. He's been here for like a year and a half. How come it wasn't on the site last year? You're a fucking liar.
Say the other thing that well, like you said, you put it on the site, but all the sales or whatever you would have had from the site, you would have given to him.
He could have made more money by putting it on the site. It's fucking insane.
Idiots.
Fucking I mean, that's just not even. This is just not even taking credit for your work, because like you said, how long that takes to put all that work in. You could be
like, think about what Jackson Law did or has been doing. Everybody watches games. He decides, you know what, I'll turn this into content. I watched the Grizzlies game anyway. I'll just film myself watching it. How many people were watching that stream on YouTube?
We had a lot. So 132 views, and that was the lowest of the 3 games he's done so far. It's impressive.
And what's he really doing? He's sitting there watching basketball. He's doing nothing.
It's been fun to watch too. I watched it live. I haven't hopped in.
It's so easy to create content. It's so easy. Especially with the team that we have. All you got to do is film yourself and send something over to Adam and be like, hey, can you edit this for me? You don't even have to do the work.
Sit in front of your computer, hit record, and go.
See, that's the best part.
And half the time, these people could just be like, hey, can we record something? They don't even have to be responsible for recording it. They just got to show up and sit there. But I'm the one that's unreasonable.
Well, because I remember I got, Adam, you'll think this is funny too. I got a FaceTime from Trey saying he was about to do that. And he, like, either he had just recorded the Survivor or he was just about to. And he was like, I won't say like who it was. So I just started rambling off names. And he's like, I'm not saying who the name was. And then I was just like, when I like thought I had the name, which I think I was right or maybe wrong, whatever. I was just like, yeah, it's just 100% just so disrespectful to them. And he just goes, I don't care. I don't care. And then you saw what he wrote in the article. He's like, is this 100% asshole moving me? Yes, absolutely. Well, like, do I care? No.
Well, like, I go back and forth because it's clearly he was the guy who deserved to be fired. And we, everyone here agreed that way. At least the majority of people who voted did. I know there's people
I would have voted for him.
Right. He's personally would not have gotten my vote. However, that's a different story.
The people that have been here the longest voted for that fucking guy for a reason.
Exactly. And like Jackson having 2 picks, and like if Jackson's the nicest guy and he's gonna Jackson's a fucking great guy. If he puts Fantastic. 2 votes on one person, like what he could have done if he didn't really care or didn't want to be the bad guy, he could have given his 2 votes to Jeremy and Adam and then made you do it, which would have been great. Or
he could have been like, we could have
thrown it away, Liz and Milo, and just like actually played like Survivor with it. And just
there's a reason why Jackson Law did that, because a year ago or in the fall, Jackson was doing a betting thing with Adam. So every Sunday they would release an article on the picks of the week. They would say, I don't know, for example, Bills -5 against the Jets, or they'll take the Patriots -3 against the Dolphins. Like that easy shit.
Mm-hmm.
Adam Ramirez sent his picks to Jackson Law, so he didn't even have to do the article the first week. But after that, he wasn't sending his picks in anymore.
You don't have to do anything. Just
no.
Go on ESPN.com or the app, find fucking 3 lines you like, and just boom, boom, boom. Just like
take that long to send it.
All right. Jackson can transfer that to the other Adam. I'll gladly do that with Jackson every day.
Great. This is the last thing I have on it.
Yeah, you
He's
can
like,
bet on Monkey Knife Fight. Use code Vendetta, all capitals, matching your deposit $100 and up to 100%. So when Adam does that, that's where you get that. monkeyknifefight.com.
2 more things on his fucking crazy ass delusion.
You're a pro.
He's like, I have zero desire to outline my family members who have lost financial difficulties I have faced and professional challenges that keep me from doing posts. Hey, buddy, you don't got to tell me the details. Do I poke and fucking pry? Adam Krieger, what's going on with your grandma today? Like, I don't do that. You don't got to tell me what's going on. You can make up something. Like, I don't need to hear about the itty bitty details about your family and why you can't post. I just need to know why you can't post. That's it.
Also, like professional difficulties, like I don't really know this kid or anything about him, but if you're trying to build up your professional resume or professional difficulties, I would say not posting and not like writing and creating content and not adding to your portfolio is probably a major L, and especially burning a bridge with a possible recommendation going to add to your professional difficulties, whatever the hell you want to call it, aside from the family shit, because obviously stuff like that comes up. We're in a weird fucking year, but just be open about it. That's kind of I've had shit go on in my family. I told Trey
I'm a complete and utter psychopath. I tell people what's wrong with me all the time.
But we're just built different. It's the wrestlers.
I'm a complete crazy person. That's the next part where I wanted to go to this. Do these people think I'm making this shit up when I'm like, yeah, we're gonna vote people off? Like,
not anymore. They won't.
I legitimately think like, he's not that crazy. He won't do that.
Now everyone's on notice.
And you know what the funniest part about this whole Survivor thing was? Not a single fucking person had a problem with it before they knew who was voted off.
Who had a problem with it?
Nobody.
Like, no. Like
Nobody.
even after, like anyone outside
That's
of
my
the kid.
biggest thing. Now I've give people the right to say, like, I've had disagreements with people. Gavin the other day told me to fuck off, and I'm like, his opinion's valid. I don't know if another boss that would do that. Emma Brown chucked me the finger on camera. I was like, good for her. Good for her. That's great.
Great clip.
I give people the freedom to speak their minds. Not a single fucking person was like, yeah, let's not do this. Not one. Am I wrong?
Great idea.
You know why? Because the people that actually work hard here feel the same way I do. Let's get rid of the fucking losers.
And it also sends a message. Like, if you're in Adam's shoes, or you're in the position where you might be on the chopping block.
Oh no, that's the craziest part about
it.
That guy legitimately thought he was good.
Yeah, I mean, it sends a message to everybody else that might be on the block.
Message was received by definitely one person, very loud and clear.
That's the craziest part about it. Nobody had a fucking problem with it. Not even that guy. Didn't have a problem with it. All good with it. But the second he got voted off, he had a problem with it.
Of course, because he got humiliated that he doesn't do work. I mean,
it could have been a lot worse. The humiliation factor. The humiliation factor could have been a lot higher in the video, and that was kind of like what I was going. Like, that's what I thought was going to happen.
You should never be in this position.
That was why I asked.
You should never be in this position.
Well, what's like funny to me is, like, if you're that mad about it, I mean, you have only one person to blame, and that's yourself. Like, you didn't communicate, and you didn't do the damn work. So, what else do you expect? Honestly, like, I'm asking, what else do you expect? And
not only that, he didn't show up to Chickster's SEO training the first time. I had to make it abundantly clear that anybody that didn't show up to the first one had to show up to the second one, or they're getting fired. And he didn't tell Alex that he was going to show up. He just showed up and then didn't say a word during the training.
Pain.
Suffering.
Like, what do you want me to do here?
Right. I'm with you. I'm with you 100%.
Yeah. Right. It was great. I can't wait for number 2. How long?
Well, it's funny when you ended the episode.
It technically happened yesterday, but I counted Jackson's stream as a post so that it would go down as a tie.
And one of the interns got one ready. It didn't go up, but I think he wasn't.
He got it done at like 11:20 p.m. at night.
Yeah. Whatever.
It was just funny how you ended it because you were like, and we'll see you next time. And then you were like, oh wait, I hope we don't have to do this again. I just thought it was funny.
How long do you think we do it again, Alex? I'm curious. Do you think it'll happen like once a week, once every 2 weeks?
I would say
I posted the group multiple times before I even made this a thing. I threatened them. I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna do this.
This has been coming for a while. That's why I'm surprised anyone was even a little bit surprised. Like,
I'm gonna do this.
You came out and you actually did say, like, someone's getting fired when I posted the group.
I'm sure you said that multiple times.
And I've done it. I posted the group multiple times. I'm like, I fucking had it. I'm doing this.
Yeah, we've had conversations about it like this where I know I can't blog, but like, I don't know, I'm doing his shorts and shit. Like, what am I supposed to do? I just watch them get fired. But now it's like, fuck it. Whatever. Every man for themselves and woman.
And the last thing I have on this, and it's not Jackson, it's not anybody that voted on it. It's like the least person you would possibly expect. Messaged me and like he was like, not gonna lie, that person, the perfect word to describe him is entitled. And he's 100% fucking right. Because in his email is like, it's a shame I couldn't be part of the future. I was one of the longest people here. The fuck did you do to think you deserve a spot here?
People just think if they sit around long enough, they'll just gonna end up on a pile of money, right? Just like,
I think that's what his thing was. I can up my personal portfolio by not doing any work and just kind of hanging on until we're big time.
Yeah, hang on till that first Vegas invite party comes, and then he thought he was.
Think he was fucking going to that?
He probably thought he was going to that. He probably did. He thought he was gonna get a cut of whatever. He thought he was about to make it.
Seniority.
Seniority means fucking dick, unless you're talking about like Jackson and Alex, because.
Not me. For people watching, not me.
Yeah, I didn't know you started like pretty much the same time I did.
Yeah.
You were like a week.
You were like the first intern that
I
talked to.
Me and Chickster had a good moment on this stream. They had a little smooch job going on.
You guys had some interesting moments on this stream. Every stream that I've seen or been a part of with Chickster is a little bit interesting in some aspect. Whether
you have to be a little insane to work here.
That was the most like obvious fucking statement ever. Of course, you have to be a little bit insane to work here. Like no one, or okay, maybe not to work here, but to be successful here, you need to have a screw loose.
Like even producer Alex, like he's gonna take this as a slight, even though it's a big time compliment. You are a lunatic. You're an absolute fucking lunatic. But I love you.
Yeah, you're a psychopath.
And any word that I just used, I would also use to describe myself.
Yeah, I mean it works though. You gotta have a little firepower.
Like you are insane. You are a little insane.
I'm the first one to say I'm fucked in the head. Like I know it. Like if you can't be like clear about it, then you're an idiot. If you can't be honest with yourself, then what are you doing?
Why do you think I started this? I don't fit in anywhere else. Do we have anything else to go over on this? Because like I said, in the history of Vendetta, he will be, this will be his only moment.
But I was just saying, this is a pretty big moment because
it is a fun talking point, though.
It's going to be a nice turn. It's going to be a nice, like, little. Let's see how everyone responds to it. I guess
he will be remembered as the schmuck that got fired for being a dope.
He went down with the cause.
He wasn't with the cause.
Okay, sorry. He went down for the cause.
Yeah.
There you go.
Adapt or die. Trey.
I'm with the kids, man.
No cap.
All right. So this is I don't even know what your Twitter handle is. I almost forgot it.
Mine?
Yeah.
It's at Adam Krieger 1997.
I'm gonna guess that's the year you were born, like Jackson Law.
Yeah.
That makes me feel so old.
I'm like first of all, I'm like one of the older people here, considering we're all these college and like producer Alex is younger than me.
There's a lot of old people here.
Producer Alex is younger than me.
Yeah, to be honest, I thought I was older than him, and then we were messaging like a couple months ago after, because like he was the first like person I was talking to when I got here, because we were both like in the same intern class, and then I was like I remember talking to you about this, and then he's like, oh, like I just turned 24, and I'm like, oh, I wasn't even 22 at the time.
Yeah.
Like, okay.
We have a couple of people in their like 40s though.
Yeah,
Well,
I
mean,
know, but like they don't count.
them.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
Why do they not count?
Because like
they're fathers.
Yeah. Well,
Jackson Law's a father.
I was going to say Jackson and and as soon as Alex has his kid, they're both going to be, no matter how much older they are with me, they're going to be like 10, 15 years older in my head.
Well, Jackson, I mean,
responsibilities.
His Twitter handle is JLaw 1995.
Yeah.
So obviously he was born in 1995. So he's got 4 years on me.
I can't imagine having a kid in 2 years like Jackson does. Like Jackson's only 2 years older than me as a kid. Like,
I kind of want one eventually, but I can't even take care of myself.
Just Monday morning thoughts here at Vendetta Sports Media on That's Cheese.
It's true.
I like this this Monday morning slot. Get the week going.
Make sure to follow Adam and also his Twitter account for his show. I don't know what that.
It's at Kriegs Korner. The Twitter's on that's going to pick back up soon. We got some things planned.
Yeah, so make sure to follow him. I don't know, some kind of break in here.
The following is brought to you in partnership by Symbol. Symbol is a new sports marketplace where you can trade shares of professional teams like stocks. You love sports. You interested in fantasy sports without the weekly annoyance of fantasy league upkeep? Then Symbol's the app for you. With Symbol, fantasy sports is going to a whole other level. How it works is simple. You buy Symbol shares for your favorite sim teams on the app. When your sim team wins, you get automatic cash deposits, and you don't lose any money when they lose. That's it. So if you follow trends across football, basketball, and baseball, and you think your team is a sleeper, simply invest in your favorite sim teams on Symbol and watch your virtual portfolio prove you right or wrong. And if you want to get in on the action right away, Vendetta Sports Media's got you covered. Go to symbol.app/Vendetta and use our exclusive promo code Vendetta, and you'll get a $10 bonus when making your first deposit. Symbol, taking fantasy sports to a whole other level.
We're going to talk some Hurricanes hockey, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, we are.
Yeah. Your boy, Brent Pesce, he sent the game to overtime, but they couldn't get it done in game 3, and then UC Soros, that fucking Nashville goalie, man.
Dude, I fucking hate him just because of your stupid fucking fantasy series where I have to hear UC Soros every single night.
See, I can't even be too mad at him because he helped me win a fantasy championship game.
UC Soros over and over. Exactly.
But now I'm like, dude, can they let up a couple goals? What did he have? 59 saves?
Dude,
61 saves or 61 shots, 59 saves, 60 saves. That's literally ridiculous. How do you lose a game when you shoot the puck 61 times?
I'm telling you, that guy's incredible.
Yeah.
Doesn't make sense to me.
They hang him out to dry constantly.
I keep hoping they start the other goalie because I know how bad he is, and I know that Saros can actually kind of like handle his own.
Well, that's the thing. After the 2 overtime games, like, they got to be fucking tired.
Dude, especially the Hurricanes. Slavin's not playing right now. He's pretty bad. He tried to play game 1, and
I'm gonna look like a complete utter idiot because I picked the Hurricanes to win the Stanley Cup if they lose in the first round. Hockey guy Trey can't suffer this kind.
Yeah, I was just saying you might have to lose the hockey guy title if that's your Stanley Cup pick. But no, just like in general. First of all, the playoffs are incredible to watch, but having to play double overtime back to back, you're playing an extra game. They've already played 5+ games of playoff hockey, 20-minute breaks, 20-minute intermission, 20-minute overtime. It's a big difference, and just what a fuck division they are in too, because if they beat Nashville, they're gonna have Tampa, and Tampa's a fucking wagon. But if they beat Tampa, hockey guy Trey could be right, but they got to get through this first.
I'm surprised you picked Carolina when the boys up in Boston are going off right now.
Yeah, but no one thought that was going to happen. I have them in the semi.
Because the way that it matched up, right? The Bruins beat the Hurricanes in the first round 2 years in a row. So I'm like, are they going to beat them for a third year in a row?
No, they haven't.
I thought they have.
The Bruins beat the Hurricanes in the Eastern Conference Finals. They swept them 2 years ago, and then last year they might have lost.
They beat them though 2 years in a row in the playoffs.
Yeah, last year the Rangers lost to the Hurricanes in the first round.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
Not okay. I got the the round wrong, but
I know what
they
you
beat
mean.
them.
Though. I know what you mean.
Yes, they lost to the Bruins twice.
Right.
Just
So
to
I'm
be
like,
eliminated. Yeah.
in my head, I'm like, are they going to beat them 3 times in a row? So that's the reason why I picked the Hurricanes to come out on top there.
They're a fucking good team, man. Their defense is
They're
so
awesome.
young. They're so fun to root for. Just like growing up in New York, I was a Ranger fan. I actually personally love hockey. I'm really dumb at it, and I don't understand. Hard for me to give like hardcore analysis or write about it. So I literally just watched the Hurricanes.
How about some of my blogs?
With
They're
the
getting
bias? Yeah, they are getting better. And the reason that I know they're getting better is because like the hockey people here are actually like talking to you about what you're writing, like about the hockey you're talking, not about just about like fucking fantasy and just like general shit.
My blogs are getting a lot better.
You're getting
Trey,
there.
this time last year, could you see yourself doing blogs like this on
No,
hockey stuff?
Not a shot. Not a shot. I've never watched an NBA game in my life.
I fucking hate the NBA.
Yeah. Let's do that. But first, I have to mention Sebastian Aho is my favorite player in the NHL. I'm just going to declare that right now.
I watched his first hat trick. I went down to North
He's my
Carolina
favorite player.
a few years back. Yeah, he's
Fishy fucking rocks.
Wait, Adam, are you a Carolina fan?
Yeah, so
I think you said this before, but you're gonna have to explain that.
the only so I'm from New York. I'm New York sports fan through and through and everything else except hockey. One of my my best friend, he was actually on my podcast. His name is Adam. His brother, he grew up 6 houses away from me. His brother plays for the Hurricanes.
Brent Pesce,
number 22. He scored the goal to make it to go to overtime in game 3.
defenseman.
I've gone on vacation with them. They're they're like my best family friends. So I would go down there, root for them. I was watching game 3
cool.
with his brothers in his apartment up here, but so that's the only reason why I root for them. Fun team. The Surge, they all do the claps.
That's the most electric like post game thing of all time.
I figured you would hate that. Like a lot of hardo. I don't know if you're considered a hardo, but like
I consider myself reasonable.
Okay, a lot of people hate that shit because they're like bad for hockey. Yeah, you're pretty reasonable.
Everything's full circle today. Remember that. What comes around goes around.
Wow, I missed that actually.
Yeah.
That was a bad on me.
No, but honestly, I don't think I'll ever watch another playoff basketball game again over a playoff hockey game. Like if they're on at the same time ever again.
How many TVs do you have?
I just have this one.
I do have to say though, the Knicks Hawks game last night at MSG was electric.
I watched
the capital
0 seconds of it.
I watched the last 4 minutes.
I had the Hurricanes game on the whole time. It was like 6 hours long.
Yeah, I know. It's the other part. It's like it's so electric and it's so intense playoff hockey that like when it's over, it's like you literally feel like you just fucking went 12 rounds.
Well, I want to ask you this. This might be like a rookie mistake on my part, but I almost don't hate the idea of the 3-on-3 overtime.
I like it. It'd be so quick.
Because it does,
like,
in a sense, it does feel like the runner on second for the extra innings. Because I fucking hate that. That's so stupid. But I don't know. I feel like some of these games they go so long and they're so fucking tired. And
It fucks the series. It fucks the rest of the series up.
Yeah,
it really does. And I don't know what.
Like I don't necessarily think let's put the shootout in for a fucking playoff game. Like that seems kind of crazy. But the 3-on-3 I don't hate.
Yeah, it'd be cool. 3-on-3 hockey's fun to watch too. Like
it's so fun.
And when there's so much space, you get to see these guys like their real like skill and talent. Just fucking, guys like Aho on the 3-on-3 overtime. Come on. Not. I gave you the Saros one. We don't need to do that one. So
that's the best one.
No, it's the worst one. He scored the most goals. I heard it the most over and over.
The biggest thing with me is I can't understand or I can't fathom the flopping shit. I think I saw a highlight the other day, or no, it was yesterday. LeBron, he laid on the floor for like 8 minutes because he got poked in the eye.
First Polar took a 95-mile-per-hour fastball to face.
He was off
on the
in
ground
30
for 20,
seconds.
23 seconds. He was on the ground for. LeBron was triple that for getting poked in the eye. Seen triple.
And it's not just LeBron, it's the whole league. It's everybody. Everybody does that. I think, what was it? I was watching the Warriors Grizzlies game only for Jackson Law, and
Only for
Jordan
Jackson.
Poole got fouled on a 3-point attempt because some guy nicked his leg because he kicked it out on a shooting attempt. It's like just like
Right,
that
but-
shit drives me nuts.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not defending it at all, but I mean that's how you get.
Drives me nuts.
that's how you
Like
get
the
free
people
throws.
in hockey, like, yeah, I don't want the penalty. Let's go at it. Let's fight. I'll go in the box with you.
Yeah, I mean the flopping sucks, but it's not
It
it's not just a
sucks.
basketball thing. It's in every sport too. Like we're seeing it more and more in NFL too. Receivers going a little push off, throw their hands up.
Yeah,
Oh, like soccer kind of just and basketball incentivizes
soccer's
it.
bad.
Soccer's really bad. But that's just
I'm a hockey guy. I never even like the NBA. I don't even know why.
I feel like that's one of those
Oh
things
no,
you
you got. I
you
think.
just
I
keep
think,
telling yourself that you're a hockey guy over and over, so like you remember.
I think give these
remember.
NBA playoffs this year a shot. They're spicy this year, and you got to give. it a
Are
shot.
they?
The
Are they
goddamn
spicy?
Knicks
I
are
think
a
they- I
4
think-
seed, dude.
Trey
Come
hates
on.
the Knicks.
Spicy.
I don't hate
He-
the Knicks.
He let his
The
bias finally come out
76ers
yesterday.
are a 1 seed. Come on, like
The process.
I think it's
spicy
Brooklyn's year.
playoffs.
I think it's Brooklyn's year.
You,
course it's
right.
fucking
I mean, you might be
Brooklyn's year.
right, but
Who do you think's gonna win, Alex? You don't think it's the Knicks, do you?
no, I'm just rooting for
Okay.
them. Like,
Okay.
I don't
No,
think
no,
it's
that's-
actually gonna happen.
No, that's fine. As long as
That's
As long as you're
the thing
reasonable
that
about
bothers
it.
me about the fucking Knicks. They're like, yeah, we'd rather have Julius Randle than Durant. We don't even want him to come.
Okay, hold on a second. When that was like,
who
actually going
said
to
that?
happen, when
It's
that was
these crazy
going,
ass Knick fans.
when that was
They're
going to
nuts.
happen, I was like, I want Durant, I want Durant, I want Durant. And then they're like, when they leaked, oh, he might be going to New York, just not the right one. I wanted him, but obviously, like he could have been doing what Randall's doing right now, easily carrying the whole team. It's all right.
Knicks Twitter is incredible.
Game 2, see you Wednesday. Trae Young. You see what Trae Young said yesterday? I heard all the FUs I wanted to say.
Oh.
Real quiet.
When he,
Yo,
when he hit the Garden with this though, I was like,
I mean, dude, like I get it, but like it was a complete.
I don't
Frankie
really
got
like Trae Young.
Frankie's ankles got snapped, and then it was just a
If
wide
he
open
spelled his
floater,
name the
like,
way I spell mine, I think I'd like him.
See Wednesday, schmuck.
Trae Young. Frank Nicolino lives like 6 minutes from my house.
Yeah, and he came in for that one possession and got burnt.
Dude, Obi Toppin. I thought he was gonna be good. What's the deal with him?
Like, dude, he slammed on some heads yesterday. Had a nice deep 3. He just doesn't get a lot of minutes. He's a rookie.
Ain't no stopping Obi Toppin.
You have any other NHL topics? I just love it. I watch pretty much the only series I have not watched is the Oilers and Jets. I just have no interest in that one for some reason.
So obviously,
I'm actually with you on
playoff
that one.
hockey is great, but is it the best playoffs ever? Like, is it the best of all the 4 major sports?
I mean, I'll still watch like the NFL playoffs.
To me, Major League Baseball playoffs is my number one. Just because baseball is my number one sport, but
That depends. Like, if the Sox are in it, I won't miss any of the playoffs. If the Sox are not in it, I will happily miss like some fucking random St. Louis Cardinals fucking playoff game.
But like that's when some of the best moments in baseball happened in like the first round of the playoffs. Like that Toronto Texas series.
I watched that one. I watched
Oh
that
my
one.
God, I watched that in my college dorm at Coastal the 1 year I was in college. That's just incredible. Baseball is electric, especially it's so intense.
Alex,
this
I
is
don't know
fun,
how
though.
we're doing on time,
Well,
but speaking
Told you I
of
have all that.
speaking of baseball, you actually wanted to talk about this, so
Yeah,
we'll bring it up.
I'm sorry I brought it up.
And I don't understand the narrative here. I've never have. It's been a narrative for like the past 5 years. For some reason, people seem to believe that Francisco Lindor is way the hell up here and Xander Bogaerts is like down here, but it's the complete and utter opposite.
I don't know if anyone thinks Xander's that where you had him. Xander's
years
clearly
ago-
the best.
2 years
clearly
ago,
a great shortstop.
2 years
What?
ago, I wrote an article roasting MLB Network because they did not vote him as a top 10 shortstop in baseball. He did not make the top 10 list.
But who remembers?
He did not make the top 10 shortstop list.
Yeah, I mean,
How
obviously,
do you do that?
it's a miss. He's been good for a
A
while.
miss.
He's been
That's-
good
it's
for a
ignorant.
while. But like when it comes to Lindor, you know, I'm very much not happy with his play on the field. Don't get me wrong. However,
that's not even the right adjective. The word, or
I fucking suck at grammar. What?
Is it an adjective? I don't know my grammar rules.
Yeah, I don't know. This is why I needed the editing intern. I asked you for this like the most out of anyone. I was like, I need someone to read my shit.
I can't have
this
up. Do I bring this up?
Oh, just say it. Whatever it is, you have to say it now. But before you do, my friends were like, "Yo, your writing absolutely fucking sucks. Like, who proofreads your shit?" It's like, no one.
I don't even want to bring this up because I kind of like the guy, but I don't want anybody editing my articles anymore. I've come to that conclusion.
I'm surprised that you even let that happen.
Why?
Well, I'm not going to expose the guy because now we have 2 of them. So, and I don't even know if anybody that's watching this will be able to figure out who it is.
That's fine.
But I wrote an article about Gerald Everett fantasy football shit, and I listed in there about how Fantasy Pros has Hayden Hurst ranked ahead of Gerald Everett, despite the fact that the Falcons declined Hurst's 5th-year option and they drafted Kyle Pitts. So basically what they're saying is the backup tight end for the Atlanta Falcons will score more fantasy points than the starting tight end for the Seattle Seahawks, which is kind of what I was pointing out. He took out the line about how the Falcons drafted Kyle Pitts. It was like, that's the whole fucking point. Like you can't eliminate.
Do you know why it was taken out? Was it just because the sentence didn't
follow
or something?
Well, he said that he didn't think it was a necessary sentence because the Falcons declined Hurst's 5th-year option. I was like, buddy, he's still in the roster.
Yeah, no, the necessary sentence is Kyle Pitts being drafted.
Yeah. And he's like, oh, I didn't know he was still in the roster.
But when it comes to like editing though, like I just feel like they don't need to be taking out words. Like just like fix my comma, fix my commas,
put a semicolon in there.
Yeah, exactly. Throw a semicolon in and move it along. Like, let's go.
That shit drives me nuts. So I don't want anybody editing my shit anymore.
I'm surprised you even had anyone editing your shit to start with. It's not like you don't know how to write. Like you're probably the only person that doesn't need to have an editor, right? I mean, like you, Jackson, and like people that have like years.
I think eventually, I think you'll want one,
But that's like the thing. Like, I feel like my shit gets worse after it gets touched, and I don't like that.
To be honest,
the craziest part is I don't know my grammar rules at all. But I know when it sounds good, and I know when to use things for some reason, but it doesn't correlate in my head.
Do you use the readability on WordPress? Do you ever use that shit or not?
You know which there to use. That's always good.
Oh yeah. I know that stuff. But like, if you tell me like. What's the reasoning behind why you use a semicolon here? It's like, I don't know. I just know like if I say the words like, let's be honest, it's a semicolon because it's 2 different thought processes. I don't know the actual rule behind it, but I just know that's how it goes. I don't actually know my grammar rules though. That's why I can't learn another language. I'm fucked.
Yeah, I was gonna say English is the worst fucking language like to learn and grammar wise because it doesn't translate to any other language. It took fucking 8 years of Spanish. I
really wanted to learn Spanish. I really wanted to learn. I was on Duolingo for like 2 hours a day because I was like, if I ever get like a big time baseball job, I want to go into a clubhouse and be like, just like be able to fucking shoot the shit and just talk to anybody.
I feel like that's gotta be like a work requirement for Major League Baseball, like to work for a baseball franchise. There's probably like
I would want to do that so bad.
60% of their players are from overseas.
I wanted to learn Spanish so bad, but I don't know my English grammar rules. I can't form sentences.
The tenses and shit, like
I can't do it.
It's so confusing.
Anyway, back to baseball.
Yeah, Lindor sucks.
Your shortstop stinks.
They gave him a bag.
And my shortstop might be the greatest shortstop to ever play baseball.
Metrics still doing well though. I mean, I'm kind of waiting for him to turn it on. We're about to be 2 months into the season. I was expecting him to be hitting somewhere above 250 at this point. It's not happening.
Bogaerts is hitting like 360.
Yeah, listen, Bogaerts is great. I don't think that was ever really a question. Obviously,
but it was though.
But okay, if the question is Bogaerts versus Lindor, where we are was wrong. But if we're just like talking best shortstops in baseball, I don't think
MLB Network was way wrong.
That was 2 years ago, and like people have a brain. They probably had Jared Jeter in there still too. That guy fucking sucked.
At 40, yeah, or however, like whenever that happened. Yeah,
whatever. But just like in general,
they probably had like Troy Tulowitzki on there.
God, they probably had Tulo and Story. Baseball's the best. I love baseball.
The thing that's gonna bother me though right now is the Red Sox are not like ready to compete. But now that they're in first place,
They
people are gonna
themselves
pretend,
over. They fucked themselves over by such a
right.
good start in April. Like even like idiots like me, like, oh, like I had the Red Sox third in the division. Like, oh, I'm buying their shares on Symbol. Like
I bought their Symbol thing because I like them long term.
But like the Yankees started like shit. They started well. Like, oh, like could be a good Red Sox team, and now they're just gonna set themselves up.
I did say before the year I thought they were a lot better than what people thought they were. Just having Alex Cora back is like 15 wins.
100%. I gave
the guy that was managing their team last year is a fucking loser.
Yeah, that was.
It's actually going to work out in their favor. Like that lost year, it's going to work out in their favor. If they get Kumar Rocker in this draft, it's going to be like one of the most successful 2020 seasons that happened.
We have two great pitchers coming in this class,
and I think they might get one.
Yeah, I thought they were going to get lighter at first, but I don't even know. I don't even know who the number one guy is anymore. That's going to piss
me off. They're going to be like, oh, look at what happened to your Red Sox. It's like, I mean, like, if they make a fucking wild card, that's a win.
Yeah. Especially in that division, too. The division is tough as shit. So is NL East. We have great baseball on this coast right now, in general. Yeah, I don't have to fucking watch the Dodgers and Milo. I don't have to hear him.
Oh, he's
Pujols is the best. Like, shut the fuck up, Milo. You know Pujols wouldn't have fucking done anything on any other.
The craziest part is, I want to say 3 weeks before the Dodgers signed him, he wrote an article about how Albert Pujols needs to retire.
No, he didn't.
Yes.
We need like our own Vendetta old takes exposed.
Do you think I ever let
next social media intern you need to have them just do Vendetta old takes exposed so we can just.
It's just my brain. I don't forget things. I really don't. Like I brought up the Jackson Ramirez picks thing. That happened in like September.
Speaking of that, Chad also apparently doesn't forget anything because he hated that dude. He was like, I fucking hate that guy.
I mean, I didn't necessarily like him either, but I wasn't going to get rid of him because I like him.
Yeah, no. Chad just being there, even though he never voted, was just so
He's
funny.
fucking hilarious.
It's just like, all he had to was just doing like poking the bear, keeping the content rolling, and just like say something, disappear on the screen for a few minutes.
Producer Alex, what are your thoughts on Chad?
He's a funny dude. Doesn't really give a shit about anybody. Does his own thing.
What are your real thoughts on him? That didn't sound real.
Why the hell was that not real?
I don't know.
I don't know. I would just
like at first I fucking hated Chad because the first time the first day you were like, we're not there. You're like, Chad's in charge, and Chad was like, if you're not Anthony Jackson, Alex Chick, like fuck you, I hate you already. Like don't even bother typing in the Slack today. I texted Anthony. It was literally my first week. I go, who the fuck is this guy? I've never seen his name before today. Like now he's just like he's dropping his dick on everyone's head. Like what are we doing? But I got to know him. He's good dude. I feel bad. I corrupted one of our like hour and a half podcasts. Me, Jackson, and him did. I know it has not made either of them feel good. The file got fucked for the MLB this show. So is what it is. Me and you were working on some things. Pages? Me and you were working on some things, Trey, right? We're coming out there soon. Set up your capture card.
Yes. I'm going to be doing some gaming stuff. Kriegs Korner is going to set me up with a little station. I'm going to be recording myself, and we're going to be playing some video games.
Dude, I'm like an hour and a half from you, so it's a nice little day trip.
Tech guy Adam's going to set me up.
God.
I'm going to be zooming on the Twitch.
Zooming on the Twitch. Wow. Yeah, listen, if our Twitch growth could kind of go crazy, Jackson likes the YouTube gaming.
Because I won't play a video game unless I can turn it into content because I feel like it's a waste of time.
So that was, now that we're talking about this, that was my thing with MLB The Show, was that I thought I was going to be better at the game and that I could turn it into a decent video series. And I absolutely fucking suck at it, like so bad. And I play in like the easy mode. And I feel like a huge idiot, so I can't
It's
even.
hard to hit. It's
I won't.
impossible to hit.
Now I'm like, I don't want to put out a video series where I just suck. No one wants to watch
That's funny.
that. No one wants to watch. Not in a single player mode. Like if you're playing like a battle royale and you're getting like shit on. Like,
I would rather
and it's
watch a guy
funny.
suck in a single
I
player
don't know.
mode.
It's exciting to see the home runs and like people hitting and everything.
I'd rather watch a guy suck than hit like 6 homers every game and be like, yeah, this is awesome.
So I have to figure out what I'm gonna do with that. If I want to just keep playing on easy mode and be a bitch, or if I want to do something with it. But like you said, playing video games, unless you're doing it for content, is kind of, at least nowadays for me, when things get busy with work. And now that I'm doing this, it's a little bit different. But
Producer Alex, what game should I play? I have 2 in mind.
I think you should play NHL, Mr. Hockey Guy.
When I get my PS5, that's gonna happen. And I actually won't need to put that on Twitch. I know how to use the there's like a little share button on the controller. You just hit it, and I put it on my USB, and then I plug it out and put it on the computer, and I'm good. But I can't do that with the PS3.
Oh, PS3. They make MLB The Show for that?
Yeah.
Really?
Well, I have a PS4 too, but I want to play NFL head coach, the one that Jackson's playing, because he drives me nuts. Like his roster moves suck. I want to show him what it's like to actually craft witchcraft on that game and put him in my back pocket. And he'll be like, oh, this is a real GM.
I think there's still servers like back and forth. You guys could play head to head or no?
Oh, I would destroy his team.
2009, no way those servers are still working. We're in 2021.
No.
Jesus Christ.
And the other game I was thinking about playing is The Godfather. I love that game.
Just do a walkthrough.
I just don't play many games. Like I only play 2. Like I only play like 2 of them, but I haven't.
What do you play?
We were talking about this on the stream. I feel like we should have some kind of like cornhole tournament.
Yeah.
Let's fucking do that.
Like virtually?
No.
Like I was just
virtual cornhole.
Because you know how those people do the virtual beer pong tournaments? I thought you meant like something like that.
Yeah. That's a little, yeah. He's actually not wrong.
How about there was a guy in the stream yesterday? He's like, "You got vaccinated? What are you, a sheep?"
That was so funny
and
that YouTube didn't even put the comment up.
Yeah, the comment got taken down.
Not even taken down. It never even came across like anyone else's feed except Jackson's. Dude,
how crazy is that?
They're silencing everyone. One thing I was gonna say.
Go ahead.
I forget. No, I don't remember. So I don't know. Are we good, me and you, Alex?
What does that mean?
I don't know. I'm just asking.
What, you guys have beef?
No, we never did. We never did.
I'm good. I'm just making sure.
Adam's always had my back.
I'm just making sure I go. Yeah. There's very few people here that like me. I'm telling you.
That.
Brian, I think Tan hates me. Don't know why. One time he was like, I was editing one of your videos or something. He was like, I don't even know how many episodes I put out. So I went through like 2:30 in the morning. I scrolled through YouTube, like made sure I checked out all of his. I was like, all right, Brian, like you're on episode 23. Nothing, nada. Not even an answer, not even a thank you. Emma never answers any of my messages. Not like personally, but we're talking in channel. I don't know. Just some Monday morning thoughts.
Why do you think that is the case? We could bring that up.
I think because just people didn't like how hot I came out. I was probably a little bit of a dick at the beginning.
Were you?
The other day I read one of my early blogs, Are Wrestlers Built Different? And that was just like such an unnecessary thing to write in my first 2 weeks here. Like I was just so bored in quarantine, like locked up for my fake COVID. But
in that hotel.
Yeah, literally. I didn't even have it, and they just made me stay in a hotel, and I was just so bored. I wrote Our Wrestlers Built Different, my investigation, and that shit was just like rude. I would have hated me too.
Well, Alex is finding out how built different I am. We're going to the gym every day. I'm putting up some numbers, and I was going to ask you.
Started. I was going to ask about that. You guys are that close together? You just go to the gym together?
Kinda, not really.
Alex sounds like he doesn't want to commute to the gym anymore.
It's more of a commute for me than it is for him.
It is. I mean, I have one that's like 5 minutes away. This one's like a half hour.
So you guys actually work out every day?
We're going today
after this show, but last week got just when shit starts piling up, I almost didn't think I was gonna go today just with all the editing that's going on. But sorry, we're making it work.
Good for you guys. I didn't know
Figuring
that.
it out.
I didn't know you guys were that close. Yo, Alex, I will say this: the in-person recording is cool.
Thank you, bro. I appreciate it. A lot of money went in. A lot of money. It's coming on. It's paying
Good
off,
edit.
bro.
The kid did a good edit too.
Tyler's
right?
the man.
He's great. He's really
I shot
good.
that kid
He's
out
really
all
good.
the time.
I know you took
Appreciate
all
that,
of it.
man, bro.
He doesn't have any other time anymore. You took all of it.
That's a fucking fact.
It is a fact, though.
I check his timesheet. It's literally like 25 hours working with Alex.
Yeah, it is though. Because then
It's a
we'll have
fact.
other issues exporting, and it's like, oh, let's see what Oz I can do.
Wait until
He's the
producer
man.
Alex gets jacked, though.
Dude, the tech issues
Can't
are
wait.
gross. Tech issues suck, especially when we're all work from home and like no one can help each other out. Like,
Yeah, it also is tough because he's on Pacific time, so like if there's an issue, we had a problem when there was an issue when I was like sleeping because I'm 3 hours ahead of him. But it's all right. We're working through the kinks. It's all part of the
Figure it out.
game. New obstacle every
I
day.
can't wait until producer Alex gets jacked. I just want him to jack Chickster up against the wall.
I would not do that.
so Trey, you just have like a full blown like program that you and Alex run through. Is it all wrestling lift? Is that what you do or no?
I mean, I can send you the workout sheet if you want. I swear by it. I've gotten every single person that I've had on it jacked.
I lost 120 pounds once.
It's
You ever see
insane.
that? You ever see that picture?
I believe
That
I believe
isn't
so. It was in a blog, right? It was in a blog.
Oh yeah, you're right. Actually, one of my first blogs.
I'm on
Crazy.
the opposite end. I want to gain weight. I want to get up to like 175.
Good. I'm gaining weight again. It's not good. Fuck this. I gotta get in the gym.
I'll send you my sheet if you want it.
Maybe I'll just commute an hour and a half. Come work out with you guys every day.
Why? I'll just move you in.
God, I don't know if I'm ready for that. I like you, but I don't know if I'm ready to live with you.
All right. Do we have any other closing thoughts, producer Alex? Anything else?
I'm good, man. I hope the Survivor thing was like a wake up call for people that may think they're on the shopping block.
I agree.
But other than that, I'm good, man.
Yeah, it was fun. I have to do this again. I like the show. I like you too.
Right back at you.
Well, I won't fucking kiss you though. No chance. Nope. I said no. I said no.
All right. All right. That's going to do it for That's Some Cheese. Make sure to follow Adam Krieger 1997 on Twitter. All day AJ 27 in the booth.
Aw, you got that right. You don't do the JK anymore?
Next week I'm going to do it. Make sure to follow myself, Trey Delbert. Also follow me on TikTok, Trey Delbert.
Yes.
For the show handles, That's Some Cheese minus the E for Twitter. And underscore That's Some Cheese for the Instagram. Thank you guys for watching. Hit that subscribe button on YouTube, and we will see you next time.